Welcome back to Talkin' Too Much with Hannah O'Reilly. I'm Hannah O'Reilly, and this is episode 27. Merry Christmas, guys. Christmas is this week. I cannot believe it. I'm excited. I mean, it's like every year, it's like, it doesn't feel like Christmas. It doesn't feel, I'm not in the Christmas spirit. Well, one, I don't have kids, so I'm sure if you have kids, that helps. Two, I think Christmas obviously loses its meaning a lot and becomes all about the stuff and who can spend the most money and who got the nicest things and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, Jesus' birthday. Keep that in mind. I think that would probably help get a lot of us in the Christmas spirit, me included. One giant birthday bash for Jesus. But yeah, I think it'll be a great time. I mean, it's funny. I feel like Christmas Day is not even the day that's chaotic. It's the day after Christmas, the day after Christmas, the Sunday, the Monday, it's like and then all the way to New Year's, and it's like, whoa, why do we squeeze every little thing in? Everything's a blessing. It's all blessings. It's all good. So, how we doing, guys? I'm trying to think. Like, it's just like it's weird working during these weeks, not working. I don't know. It's always a strange vibe. But I will say something I've really been noticing about the holidays is like how angry and irritable people are. Like it's pretty bad. I went out shopping Saturday and Sunday, and normally, knowing me, I can't do 2 days back to back of running errands. Like I'm talking like Target, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, like all the department stores or whatever you would call that. All those like giant stores. And I think because I was exposed to so many people, it was like so obvious to me just how angry and irritable and frustrated. And I'm just like, this is like not a way to live. Like, it was crazy. I was in line at Walmart, right? And there was this family behind me, and like the kids were complaining about something. And then the dad just like starts cursing at them and is like, oh, I guess I'm the worst for pitching this idea then. Why don't you guys stay home next time so you don't beep, beep, beep. I'm like, oh, whoa. Okay, alrighty. So that's been pretty crazy. And then it was kind of like little things like that, like people getting angry in the parking lot and people just, I don't know. It's just been a weird vibe. And then like, I feel like it kind of rubs off on me, and then I carry that with me, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, come on. Like, I don't want to be a part of that. So that's been interesting, but I brought up work. So actually work's been pretty busy, and I don't know how that just slipped out of my mind. I've gotten like a bunch of opportunities to do some TV appearances, and it scratches an itch for me, you know? I love what I do for work, but there is something about going on TV, and I go on and I represent where I work, and it's cool. It's cool to get to do that. I obviously know how the TV stations work. I know the terms. I remember the first time I ever went into a TV station, I didn't know anything. Like, Dylan went to school for TV and like basically had an internship while in school at a TV station. Like, they had one built at the school. I went to St. Joe's in Philly. They don't do broadcasting. I studied English. I think I talked about that 100 times. So when I got to a TV station, it was like very overwhelming. I'm like, I don't know what a package is. I don't know what a VOSOT is, a VO. And if you don't know what it is, don't worry. That's how I felt on the first day. And now when I walk in, I feel in control. Like, I'm like, all right, okay, I know how to do this. I mic myself up. I'm doing the mic checks. Like, I know where to look. That's been great. So I went on a TV show in Philly that I've referenced on here before, Positively Philly. I went on there a couple weeks ago. And then last week, I don't know how to, like, I am hosting a travel segment, I guess you could say. So, like, I go to a place and we interview a bunch of people that work there, and like I kind of show what the experience is like there, and it's produced. Like, I do that now for work, I like on a day-to-day, but I film on my phone. It's a more social media based. This is more like TV. We have a production team there. Somebody edits it, puts the music over top, like handles all of that. And it's just been really, really cool. And it gets me so motivated when I get to do those pieces. But anyway, that's being done in partnership with the TV station I used to work at, 69 News, WFMZ in Allentown, shout out. And I got to go back to the station. I have not been back to that station since my last day of work, which was October of 23. and we're in 25. So, it was so wild. Like, first off, it seemed like everything was like frozen in time. And it just was so great to walk around, see all these people I haven't seen in so long. And like, everyone was so welcoming. You never know, right? Like, you go in and you're like, I don't know. Were people tired of me by the time my contract was up? I'm sure they were. They've had time to recover though. It's been 2 years. But like, I never like to burn bridges with anyone. I always leave on good terms if I can. Like, I think I've always left on good terms because I love those moments when I get to go back and it's like we pick up where we left off. I'm catching up with people. It was so fun. So I go in, I'm saying hi to everyone. And like that kind of sets the stage then for like how it's going to go when I'm on the couch or chatting with the hosts and the anchors and whatever. Because I've gotten so much banter done in the newsroom and like chit-chatting with everyone, cracking jokes, that by the time you sit down on the couch to start, doing the show live, it's like you just pick back up. Like, it's not stiff. I know these anchors. Like, that was super fun. Cause like, it's just like old times. And I used to fill in for the shift that like you sit on this couch and like you talk very like lifestyle stuff. So I kind of already had a bunch of these reps under my belt, and going to the Philly station has also helped with last week's performance. And yeah, it was really fun. And then when I left, like I was still bopping around saying hi to people. I was probably there for like 3 hours at that point. They're like, girl, you need to go home. We're locking the doors. Okay. So that's just been really fun. And I've kind of gotten the best of both worlds right now with like social media and TV. And it's been cool. I mean, hosting a show with this, and I'm definitely scratching all the itches. So I want to just kind of embrace it, enjoy the moment. This is what we talked about last week. Like these are things you prayed for. Like I remember back in the day, I'd be like, oh, I would love to host a lifestyle show. I would love to do something lifestyle. I would love to be on TV, period. And now it's like, I just get to do it a decent amount of time. So it's been good. All really positive things. So that's good. And I feel like a lot of times in life, if like work is going really well, then like me, myself, and I personally, like, not that I'm not doing well, like I'm fine, but it's like things are lacking then with myself. Or if I'm doing well, like with myself and my mind, body, and spirit are all aligned, then like maybe work is kind of taking a back seat. You know what I mean? Like it's like, I'm doing what I need to do, but am I feeling like so fulfilled? Like maybe not. And I'm trying to find this sweet spot of like, I'm taking care of myself. I'm checking in with myself. I'm also doing what I love at work and like feeling motivated with that. I'm also trying to, stay strong with my faith stuff. It's like, it's a lot to balance. And I don't know. I just felt like this weekend we're not even really far into the week yet, but I've just really been noticing like the negative self-talk. Like it's really, I don't know if it's because the holidays are coming and it could be like just, there's like kind of a baseline of stress. I don't know why. I don't know. I think I just get very overwhelmed and then I take it out on myself, and it's like, now we're not eating right. Now we're not sleeping. We're not sticking to our habits, and then like beating myself up if I don't stick to the habits. And it's like, okay, why are we beating ourselves up? Like just be nice. Let's pick back up where we left off the next day. I don't know. I don't know. I woke up today and I'm just like, you are so mean. Like, I'm like, shut up. Like, shut up. Me to myself. Like, please stop. And it's really it's annoying. And another thing that I catch myself doing is like checking my reflection, checking my hair, see how I look, body checking. And like, that's exhausting. So I don't know. There's a lot going on up here, and it's like, no wonder you don't sleep, babe. No wonder you don't sleep. So while work is going fantastic and I'm having a blast, I'm trying to take care of myself and check in. And I've said this a bunch of times on here, like I am very self-aware. And it's funny, today I really spent a lot of time like researching things about myself and like, why do I do this? Or like, not that the internet has those answers, but it kind of helps me like, I don't know, kind of map out like, oh, because I'm this type of personality, like maybe that's why I make these decisions, or that's why I'm so hard on myself, and I dedicate as much time as I can to really trying to learn about myself so that I don't know, I feel like so many things in today's day and age are like quick fixes, sorry. or like throw a Band-Aid on this, like very fast, cut corners. And I'm like, no, like I want to learn because I've done this before where you do like, I don't know, you kind of just lock in and you don't really give yourself like time to learn. And like, why do I make those decisions? Like let yourself mess up because it's like, I want everything now. I want results now. Instead, it's like, why don't we just take the extra time, learn, assess, mess up, reassess. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm really trying to just learn and, just know myself better and like know what I need at certain times. And like, if I'm starting to feel this way, then maybe I should do this. And I don't know. So that's just been what I've been focusing on this past week. And it's tiring. Like sometimes I'm like, I just want to exist. But by the time I get this all figured out, time's going to be up. Like, come on. Anyway, in other news, got my hair darkened. Thanks for noticing. My girl Lauren slayed again. It's so crazy. Like I've been really trying to grow my hair out, and this is the first time in my life I've consistently gone to a hairdresser and like listened to her tips. I buy the shampoos she says. Still have to buy a heat protector. Sorry, Lauren, if you're watching. She's like, you use a heat protector when you're putting hot tools on your hair, right? I'm like, of course I do. She's like looking at it like, your hair's burnt. Like, what do you can't fool me. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But I've been trying to grow my hair out and like I get it cut every so often and I'm getting there. But every time I get those dead ends cut off, I feel like I have a bob. Even though bobs are in, but I don't know. But I don't know if I'll ever do a bob. Maybe I will. And then someone will play this clip back and be like, you said you'd never do a bob and here you are with a bob. Sorry, Bob. I don't know. I feel like I'm like, oh, it's so short, but she had to do what she had to do. She had to get the dead ends off. So it'll be long in no time. This is part of the process. See, again, quick fixes. I want quick. And it's like, chill. Okay. Talking a mile a minute. I've also had so many liquids today between coffee and water. I've been running to the bathroom non-stop. I need a break. Okay, I'm just bouncing topic to topic. Has anyone seen Housemaid Tale? I don't remember. Sydney Sweeney, Amanda Seyfried, Lehigh Valley shout out. She's from Allentown, where I live. Yeah, no biggie. We run in the same circles, me and her. But has anyone seen it? Because I need to know, is it a horror movie? Because I was thinking about maybe taking myself to the movies and just like chilling and take myself on a little date and like Dylan's going to be rolling his eyes when he sees this because every time he's like, let's go to the movies. Let's see a movie. Remember, I've said this, I think, 2 episodes ago. I'm like, everyone tells me to watch movies. I keep adding them to my list. There's no list. Baby, there's no list. I'm not going to watch the movie. But I've been kind of into going to the theater. When we saw Wicked, like the whole experience of going to the movies, kicking my feet up, like it was great. So if I do go see a movie, I was thinking maybe I would see that one. But if it's horror, then absolutely not. I will not go see horror by myself. I wouldn't even see horror with someone. So can someone let me know if you've seen it? I did look it up and it was like psychological thriller. And I like psychological thrillers. Like, Don't Worry, Darling. So good. Like Midsummers though. If you've seen Midsummers, that psychological thriller. That was like so confusing and scary and creepy. And I couldn't even tell you what it's about. I think a cult. I don't know, but Hello, Darling was so good. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't Worry, Darling. God, it's been a while. Anyway, so wanted to pose that question. Who's been watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Yeah, I'm so glad that's back. I look forward to it when I every week sit down, eat my dinner. I think we're 4 episodes in. It's good. It's good. It's good. I don't even know. Maybe I should save this for the end, in case you don't watch the show. But just my quick thoughts, like overview thoughts. Sutton and Erica Jane's relationship has me scared. Like, who's gonna flip on who? Like, something's gonna take a turn. I just don't know how you're so nasty to somebody in past seasons, and now all of a sudden they're like buddy. Like, it's almost a little too forced, I feel, from Erica Jane. Even though I love Erica, but it's feeling a little forced. Who else? I'm loving the Rachel Zoe. I put this on my Instagram story. I have so much Rachel Zoe stuff. Even the blanket in my living room is Rachel Zoe. I keep that girl in business. Me personally, right here in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, keeps Rachel Zoe in Beverly Hills in business. I'm getting a little tired of I love the Umansky family and Kyle Richards and all that. Like, I love their lore, the Kathy Hilton of it all. Getting a little tired of the wishy-washiness of her not being honest on the show, but everyone else has to be honest. And like, I get it. She was with Morgan Wade, and now Morgan Wade doesn't probably want her to say anything on the show. You don't have to use names. Okay, we know it's Morgan. She's being a little wishy-washy. It's kind of getting old. I also feel like some of the cast needs to like move on from Kyle. Like with asking her the same questions over and over. She's not going to answer them. Let's move on. I'm loving how much airtime her daughters are getting. Love her daughters. Who else? I don't really have any thoughts on anyone else. I don't think. If they come up, I'll bring them up. But yeah, I love watching these types of shows because one, I can shut my brain off. It's like a guilty pleasure. But also, there's something about it that's like motivating. Like sometimes like if the girls have a certain purse or drive a certain car, like the show will flash how much money it costs at the bottom of the screen. And it's like, wow, like it kind of teaches me how different of a lifestyle people live and like what's attainable. Because I've said this before, I never watch something and think, wow, how lucky they must be. Oh, wow, must be nice. I'm always like, oh, that's what's available to me. That's what I could own one day. That's what I will own one day. Sorry, word choice. We're all about word choice. And I watch it from like just like a motivating perspective. And obviously so I can like send my friends voice memos about all my thoughts and whatever. But this kind of trickles into what I wanted to talk about today. When I watch the show, I almost view it as they are, I don't know, mentors is not the right word. They're not my mentors. Kyle Richards isn't my mentor. But like, it's just like, oh, wow, these women are, okay, doing better than me in the sense of maybe finances or just lifestyle. I don't know. I don't even know if that's the right way to say it. But there's something about it that like, it's something that I could attain one day. And when I watch it, I feel like, okay, like let's lock in, like let's hustle. If you want that lifestyle, let's get it. And it got me thinking about how a lot of times we aren't exposed to people like that. Like, especially if you don't watch shows like that or you don't hang around people like that, like you kind of just hang with your typical circle or you hang alone or there's nothing. Everyone's kind of in the same boat for the most part. I find this at least like I think someone honked the horn and kind of scared me. Okay. You know, you hang with the same people, you go to the same jobs, you do these things. And I think it's important that you also spend time with people who are doing better than you. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure it's like, oh, okay, they're doing better than me in this aspect, but how about this, and this? That's not what I mean. I mean, like, people who are really going to make you look at yourself and say, wow, I need to hustle harder. Because we get comfortable and, you know, when they say, you know, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. I completely agree with that. And Dylan and I were just talking about this. Like, you know, if you're hanging around people who have less money than you or have maybe bad health habits, like worse health habits than you, or they're more negative than you, whatever, insert whatever trait. It's easy then to look at yourself and say, I'm killing it. Even if realistically, like, you're not doing much, like, it's easy to just be like, well, I'm better than them. And listen, I think that's why people love to watch the news, because they say if it bleeds, it leads. And I think the reason for that is, you know, you kind of want to hook viewers right off the top with like, what was the worst, most negative story of the day that I most of the time was covering at 10 o'clock at night. And the reason for that is I've heard at least the psychological aspect of it, psychology behind it, is people want to feel like there's someone worse off than them. Like that you almost get like a quick serotonin boost. Now, this can also happen on the flip side when you go on social media and everyone seems to be doing better. Everyone has all this stuff and then you feel worse about yourself. It can also have the opposite effect. But I think it's just really important to realize, like, if you are constantly surrounding yourself with people who maybe are doing less than you, you're going to think you're doing a great job. And it's like, you're not actually going to push yourself to do better because, well, I'm doing better than this group. And really what we should be doing, even if you don't hang around people who are doing better than you or whatever, at least be better than yourself today. So like the goal is tomorrow, I'm 1% better. That's the whole thing. Like if you become 1% better every single day, better than yesterday's you will see results. But it is really important. They say also you are the average of the people you hang out with. Now, I have great friends and we all support each other and we are kind of in different fields. We all do our own thing, but we all definitely have side groups that we hang with, whether it's work friends who kind of understand what you're going through or people who are maybe in your profession but are a little higher up in the rankings. Like I think it's important to have your crew, have your safety net and the people that you love, but also make sure you spend time with people who are killing it. Now, I also know a lot of times people can't handle that. People do not want to be around other people who maybe are better looking, in a better, healthier, better financial status, because it's a reminder of, oh, I'm not doing that. Oh, I haven't made that decision for myself. And instead of, oh, why does that bother me so much? Oh, it bothers me because I know that's what I should be doing. If let's say, I don't know, I was hanging with my girlfriends and I slept till like noon and I was being lazy, whatever. And I knew all my friends got up and went for a run. My first instinct could be, oh, I'm annoyed that they went on that run. But really it's like, no, girl, you're annoyed you didn't go on the run. I think people don't want to watch things of people doing better than them, don't want to hang around those people because it makes them feel less than. Instead of, why don't you just watch the stuff of the people who are motivating to you and can help you do better and ask questions and figure out what you can do to maybe attain what they have. Or I don't know. I think not everything has to be taken so personal and so serious. Like I think this happens with jobs a lot too. There's people that I totally respect. If you have been at a job for 50 plus years, okay, that's great. Like people love that. People love routine. I'm obviously in a field that like you kind of job hop a lot. Like it's like 2-year contract. So I can't really speak to that. Mine's like you kind of almost have to bounce to move up the ranks. But sometimes people stay at these jobs because they want to climb that ladder inside that job, even if it takes them 50 years to do it. Like they're trying to kill it at this one company. But on the flip side, I've met people who are in these jobs and they've been in these jobs for so long and you can just almost like feel this heaviness about them. And they are constantly surrounded by the same people day in and day out, day in and day out. There's nobody pushing them. There's no one motivating them. Everyone's kind of just status quo. And if everyone's just status quo, you too will be status quo because you're not being exposed to anyone that's killing it. Now, have you ever been at a job and someone walks in and you can tell, oh, they're a boss, they look good, they take care of themselves, they're good at their job, and everyone starts like talking crap, you hear the whispers, they're looking, oh, she or he's a little too much, they're annoying, like they quickly go for, they're annoying, they look bad, they always go for looks, that's always the thing. It's the easiest thing that you can just like grasp onto instead of being like, no, you feel inferior to them. That's why you're acting like this. Now, if the person walks in and they're not a nice person, that's a different story. I'm just saying, have you ever been around people who you can tell they just can't handle anyone doing slightly better? They can't. They can't handle anybody dressing better than them, taking better care of themselves. It happens, and people love to tear down. I think that, it happens a lot with celebrities or people who are just like really, really successful. People have money. People are constantly tearing them down. And it's like, I've said this before, nobody that's ever torn somebody down like that has lived a life that you would want to trade places with. Like nobody that's absolutely killing it in this world is online writing nasty comments or trying to drag people down or going after people's looks, talking crap on people. No. These are all reflections of us. What you choose to say, what you choose to interact with, negative or positive. It's all a reflection of you. That's why you really can't take things too personal because when people are saying things that are mean, they're projecting. There's something in them that's bugging them, and that's why they're attacking. That's why they're dragging them down. So, anyway, all that to say, make sure you choose the rooms that you sit in wisely. Okay? This episode's pretty short. Like, I really thought that I was going to go on and on, but I'm like, you know what? You guys are getting the point. I don't know. Sometimes I like to do these little short episodes sprinkled in. I did have a coworker said, I have a bone to pick with you. I'm like, oh no. He's like, your pod episode was too short. It was making me mad that there wasn't more of the episode. I'm like, good. That's called a tease. And he's like, well, now I'm looking forward to the next one. I'm like, exactly. We gotcha. So, anyway, okay, guys. Well, comment down below what you're doing for Christmas. Oh, I have a special guest that's going to be on the next episode. So stay tuned for that. Put your guesses in the comments below who you think it is. They have never been on the pod before. So that's going to be fun. And we're going to make sure the audio's right for that one. Okay. Cause that just, something about having guests and 2 lines of, audio and recording, it's a lot, okay? Listen, production don't make that much, all right? So, anyway, guys, I hope everyone has a great Christmas. When I see you next, we'll probably talk some New Year's resolutions, self-help, all the things. Yeah, as always, thanks so much for watching. Let's talk too much again next week. Bye, guys!